Gunshots are heard at the Senate as Senator Bato Dela Rosa hunkers down to avoid arrest. 5 senators signed a resolution urging Bato Dela Rosa to surrender to authorities. Filipinos are urged to vote better after the heated debate between Senators Robin Padilla and Kiko Pangilinan. Former President Rodrigo Duterte eyes former ICC Bar Association President Peter Haynes as his new lawyer. And groups file petitions with the Commission on Higher Education to scrap the new general education curriculum. Gunshots are heard in the Senate building Wednesday evening where Senator Bato Dela Rosa is hunkering down to avoid arrest. Armed personnel stormed into the right wing of the building moments before the gunshots. Senate security locks down the building and instructs reporters to exit immediately. Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano goes live on Facebook to confirm the situation as majority senators were holding a caucus.
This is the Senate of the Philippines. May putukan na po dito. So sa lahat ng nakikinig, please, DND, DILG, what is happening? NBI, what is happening? Why are we under attack here?
Acting Senate Sergeant-at-Arms Police Major General Mau Aplasca earlier said the Senate will not surrender Dela Rosa unless there's a directive from a local court.
So kung may pupunta dito, ICC warrant of arrest lang ang dala, hindi po ibibigay sa Senate.
Hindi po, based on the instructions of the Senate President, so yung agreement naman namin with the NBI.
Meantime, Senator Bato Dela Rosa fails to get immediate relief from the Supreme Court as it withholds a temporary restraining order. The TRO would have blocked his possible arrest following a warrant issued by the International Criminal Court. The High Court instead directed respondents to file their respective comments within 72 hours of receipt of the SC resolution, excluding weekends. The justices will vote on whether or not to grant the TRO request only after receiving a comment and reply from the parties involved. Dela Rosa has repeatedly said he will continue taking refuge in the Senate until the High Court decides on his petition. All this as the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte are delivered to the Senate complex. 5 senators signed a resolution urging Senator Bato Dela Rosa to surrender amid the International Criminal Court warrant against him. Senate Resolution number 395 urges Dela Rosa to seek judicial remedies in accordance with the Constitution. The senators who prepared and signed the resolution are former Senate President Tito Soto, Senators Bam Aquino, Risa Ontiveros, Ping Lacson, and Kiko Pangilinan. The senators are poised to be members of the minority after the Senate shakeup with the ousting of Soto and the election of Alan Peter Cayetano as Senate President. Meantime, Dela Rosa sings the Philippine Military Academy hymn on his 3rd day at the Senate building.
When bells for us are rung, and our last stops is thy virtues to display, Academy, oh hail to thee.
He says this is to call for peaceful support from his fellow PMA graduates. Dela Rosa belongs to the PMAC Nagtala class of 1986. This is Dela Rosa's latest attempt to frame his ICC case as an issue of nationalism. He has repeatedly said that he should be tried for his alleged crimes on Philippine soil. The senator is using the tradition of no arrest within the Senate premises to evade his ICC warrant. Social media users say the clash of Senators Robin Padilla and Kiko Pangilinan should be a lesson for all voters to choose wisely. Padilla eyes an ethics complaint against Pangilinan after their heated debate in a plenary session. During the session, Padilla sought answers on the looming arrest of Dela Rosa due to an ICC warrant. Pangilinan pointed out the issue should be tackled by the Senate Committee on Rules and not on the floor so that other concerns can be discussed. While he was talking, Padilla talked over him, prompting Pangilinan to raise his voice to stress that he still had the floor. After this, Padilla informed the floor that he will file an ethics complaint against Pangilinan. Session was suspended to ease the tension, but during the recess, Pangilinan reached out his hand to Padilla for a handshake but the latter refused. In a Facebook post, Pangilinan says he witnessed many heated discussions but this was the first time a possible ethics complaint was being raised. He also says, quote, "Wag maging balat sibuyas." Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte eyes international criminal and humanitarian law expert Peter Haynes as his new lawyer. The lawyer's name was revealed on Tuesday, May 12 Manila time, after the ICC released their unredacted version of Nicholas Kaufman's request to withdraw. Haynes was the president of the ICC Bar Association from 2019 to 2021. He will be Duterte's official lawyer once the ICC registry approves his formal appointment. Haynes will now defend Duterte at the upcoming trial since the ICC pretrial chamber confirmed all 3 counts of crimes against humanity case. Based on his profile from St. Philip's Barristers, Haynes has over 20 years of experience handling cases before The Hague. Teachers, students, and advocacy groups filed petitions with the Commission on Higher Education to scrap the new proposed General Education Tertiary Curriculum. The Alliance of Concerned Teachers Philippines says it submitted separate position papers and filed a petition that listed its demands. The petition also gathered around 2,000 signatures. The group say CHED's proposed GE overhaul would displace teachers amid the market-driven direction of the country's higher education. ACT Philippines Vice Chairperson Carl Mark Ramota says the petition asks CHED to stop the implementation of the reframed curriculum. It also urges CHED to conduct a wide, democratic, participatory consultation with stakeholders. Meantime, Ateneo de Manila University comments the reformed units limit the ability of institutions to design their curriculum according to their mission and objectives. It also recommends the assumptions in the curriculum overhaul be reviewed realistically to inform the revisions of the GE better. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gutinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the wRap.